Factsverse presents. Experts discovered an ancient bracelet in a cave, and it could change our understanding of history. Of all the areas of Russia, Siberia is the least populated. The fact that there are very few homes and buildings in the area makes the landscape gorgeous. The mountains come up as a group all over the region, and the tallest peak is Mount Beluga. The area is not only beautiful, but it's also the site of some exciting finds. Over the years, there have been some important paleontological finds in the area. Experts have unearthed over 66 different types of mammals in the area and over 50 species of birds. One of the most significant discoveries was the remains of a woolly mammoth. These weren't the only incredible finds in the mountains of Siberia, though. In the mountain region, experts unearthed a shimmering green bracelet. It's said to be at least 70,000 years old. The bracelet was in two pieces, and nearby was a partial finger bone. The excavators have dubbed the woman who the finger probably belonged to X-Woman, and they believe that the bracelet belonged to her. The fragments of the bracelet were 3 inches in diameter, and the stone curvature is 1 inch wide. It's not the dimensions that make the bracelet so stunning, of course, it's the material that it was made from. The artisans formed the bracelet from chlorite. It's a mineral that changes its appearance throughout the day. According to Professor Anatoly Derevyanko, formerly of the Institute of Archaeology and Ethnography, the bracelet is stunning. He said in the bright sunlight it reflects the sun's rays. At night, by the fire, it casts a deep shade of green. According to the professor, the person who owned this fantastic accessory had to have been high society. He also believes the bracelet was not worn casually like an everyday piece of jewelry. The person who owned the bracelet only wore it on special occasions. It's a very rare and fragile piece, which leads the professor to believe it would not be something that would be worn daily. What shocked the experts the most about the bracelet was that it was made of chlorite. It's a rare mineral, and it didn't come from the area where the bracelet was found. According to experts, the only place to find chlorite at that time was 125 miles west of the region. Since the people back then had no means of transportation except for their feet, that meant a lot of walking. Because the bracelet is so old, it's no surprise that it shows signs of wear and tear. Some of the scratches and bumps have been smoothed away, which gives the experts another clue. They believe that whoever created the bracelet must have had tools necessary to make it and to keep it looking stunning. Judging by the appearance of the bracelet, experts believe that there were baubles attached to the bracelet at one point to make it even more beautiful. According to the professor, there was a leather strap on the bracelet and they believe it held a rather heavy charm. He believes that the added weight caused the leather to rub against the chlorite, which created a polished zone on the bracelet. The area that was shinier also led the professor to believe that whoever wore it did so on their right arm. The appearance of the bracelet proved to the professor that great skill was needed to make it, and the creator used some sort of drill. Experts discovered that the holes must have been done with a drilling tool based on the hole. They believe that the speed of the drill had to have been high and the fluctuations were minimal. It's shocking that a drill like that could have existed back then. After experts examined the bracelet, they were stunned. The technology necessary to make such an intricate piece of jewelry wouldn't have been available until the Neolithic era, which marked the final period of the Stone Age. That era was about 12,000 years ago, and the bracelet is believed to be 70,000 years old. That's long before those crafting methods were ever available. Experts believe that the people living in the cave at the time the bracelet was made were a pre-human species called Denisovans. The bone fragment that belonged to X-Woman lay at rest in temperatures of 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and the bone's DNA was still intact when it was discovered in 2008. Based on the bracelet found in the cave, experts believe that this civilization was incredibly advanced. It's one of the most amazing discoveries in the mountains of Siberia. Unfortunately, the experts still don't know how they were able to develop such advanced technologies so long ago. Do you have an opinion on the subject? Tell us in the comments. And subscribe for more.